Hello, Gossiper Sharona here. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm out in nature, so if you hear the planes, the cars, dogs, lawnmower, it's because I'm out in nature where I feel alive, if you want to put it that way. So, we're going to talk quickly on Kanye West. So, in 2026, Kanye kicked off his Bully tour, right? That's the name of the tour, Bully. And I think he also is doing a Yee live concert. Anyways, so this tour was kicked off on April 1st and April 3rd of 2026 at the SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. And this is the first time he's doing a full US show since 2021, okay? So for those shows, I don't know if both dates, the first and the third, he had guest people like Travis Scott and Lauryn Hill, and this was a sold out show. So he's selling out. I know when he leaves the US, I know he's going to the UK, he's going to Italy, and other places, right? And they're saying that the set list features 44 songs, right? But the show in England that he needs to go and do, apparently Pepsi is pulling out. Now, they're not saying it's Kanye, that's why they're pulling out, but people are speculating that it's Kanye. So, as we know, in 2025, he had like a 4-month long manic episode, right? And he linked those to his bipolar disorder and injuries he suffered in the 2002 car accident. I don't know if you remember when he came on the scene, he told the story where he got his mouth wired, his jaw wired, things like that. Now, in January of this year, he published an apology in the Wall Street Journal, and that was January 26th of 2026. And, he wanted to apologize to the Jewish community and also to the black community. And he titled it, "To Those I've Hurt." And, the letter expressed remorse for past actions and social media attacks, admitting to losing touch with reality and deeply regretting his behavior. So he apologized to the Jewish company, and he stated that he's not a Nazi or anti-Semite. And he also apologizes to the black community, calling them the foundation of who I am. Now, he said that he started to receive treatment, including medication and therapy at his wife's urging, right? Because Kanye, he's so talented, but Kanye is one of those people, it's my way or the highway. And I don't know if he thinks he was God in the sense that I can say anything and nothing will happen to me. People will still love me, appreciate me. But because of those actions of his, he did lose money, he did lose fans. And with this Pepsi thing, like I said, they're not saying it's because of Kanye, but let's say. So we're gonna read this quick article from TMZ. And remember, these shows are sold out. And people, I think RV was saying, how can black people be so forgiving and this and that? And it's like his shows are usually attended by a diverse crowd, probably even more whites than blacks. So, people know he's talented. They do want to give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe something was going on. He's in treatment now. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to read this article from TMZ. It says, Pepsi pulls festival sponsorship after Kanye West booking. Pepsi's tapping out of a major music fest, and Kanye West appears to be the reason why. And I'm going to use the word allegedly because, like I said, they never called his name. The soda giant has reportedly pulled its sponsorship from London's Wireless Festival after Yee was booked to headline all 3 nights of the event this summer. So he's booked July 10th, July 11th, and July 12th. A rep for Pepsi confirmed the move, saying the company has decided to withdraw its sponsorship, though they stopped short of directly naming Ye as the cause. The controversial rapper is set to take over the festival July 10th to the 12th, a booking that's already stirred major backlash across the UK. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer weighed in, calling it deeply concerning given Ye's past anti Semitic remarks and other headline making controversies. Ye faced widespread criticism in recent years over anti Semitic comment and a song titled Hail Hitler. Wow. And a 2025 Super Bowl ad that directed viewers to merch featuring swastikas. So those were the times when he said that he was bipolar, just not himself. Like we said, he did issue an apology January 26th of this year. Did he do it because the show was coming up? Some might say yes. But to see that it's sold out, people do still like his music. Now, in England, it looks like they're not forgiving as the US. Again, in the US, not everybody agrees with Kanye West or wants to support him after that. Of course not. But the way they're talking here in the US with sold out, and if the Prime Minister of England is concerned, then it sounds like there too, for those 3 nights, he might have a good turnout, right? So, gossipers, what are your thoughts? Will people be protesting in England? I didn't hear of any here. And then he's also going to go to Italy. And what will that reception be for Kanye, given that he did give an apology just in time to go touring? Like I said, people might say, he did it because. Anyways, gossipers, what are your thoughts? Now, I was not a huge Kanye fan, right? Did I listen to his music and bop to it? Of course. It's catchy tune, but I didn't follow him around the way people did. So for me, it's not even a thing, because I don't even want to see him in concert, right? Put out good music, I'll listen to it. That's how far it goes for me and Kanye. Anyways, gossipers, your thoughts.